So welcome back friends to Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Today I'm here to discuss about the outbreak of coronavirus, for which we all have a lot of fear around, and obviously it is real, but to be more into a precaution mode. I can see a lot of videos, a lot of sources, different kind of WhatsApp, and a lot of messages coming in that how to save yourself from coronavirus. Not every information is right. So my suggestion would be to please follow what government guidelines like Government of India or the guidelines of different like World Health Organization and your government to health ministry. So please follow authenticated resources from where the information comes in. Do not just go here and there and read anything and get into some political motivated videos or some typical choladharis, I would say, who are hardly into any such things. They are not doctors, they are not Ayurveda doctors, they are not homeopathicians, they are nothing. They are a politician or some so-called spiritual guys, and they are creating a lot of myth. And our society, our people are so, I would say, blind that we just somebody wearing a very nice attire of what do you say, attire of a spiritual guy, not necessarily as a spiritual guy. Being spiritual, being dharmic is completely different. No relationship any religion. Any religion does not mean it's dharma, right? So please don't create a problem for yourself by unnecessary doing the things which do not have any authentication, right? So better follow the guidelines which has been given by the government, which has been given by some of your organization, because organization also spreads a lot of positive guidance. Maintain your personal hygiene. So let me just come up. See, these things you are aware of. We are aware that yes, we should be hygienic. Nobody else needs to tell us. But the problem here is that we are not, what do you say, very much into it. We are quite ignorant. We see the things around, but we are ignorant. We are in some other world itself. So like for example, they are asking our government organization or your organization or different sansthans. They are asking you to please cover your eyes, nose, no speaking should not be there. Speak from a distance, stay at a distance so that it should not spread. So these kind of things. Plus, my own suggestion, some of my suggestion, I'm again not a doctor, neither I'm a choladhari as well. So you may not, it may not sound that great to you. Simple guy like me, I'm giving you this kind of advice, but let me tell you, these are very generic and you are already aware of it. It is just, I'm just trying to create more awareness. So my thought, and even, and I will come on astrology as well. It is not only I'm going to guide you from these things, and even in astrology, I would not like you to get in any kind of. It's just, I always say, astrology is not predictions. It is a guidance based on your planetary positions, the kind of energy around you, and how to manifest that energy. That's it. It is not a prediction science. It can be predicted, but it is not a prediction science basically. I suggest not to predict much. Okay, so what my advice, and even in astrology also, a lot of things, a lot of you must be aware of. I have got these things done by you, and the effects are very visible. Number one, how to save ourselves. Apart from what government guidelines or WHO or different medical institutions, which they are absolutely right on, right? Sanitation, keeping a proper hygiene, maintaining distance, and all these things are very important. Okay, not shaking hands, do pranam, sat shri akal, right? So these are the things which can actually help you. And even I would say, when you do pranam, don't do like this pranam, because again you are throwing your sputums here, some thing can come. Or even if you're doing srikal, don't do like this. Right? This should be the posture, so that whatever is coming from your mouth, it should go outside, and the person standing should be at 1 meter, so that it should not go to him. So very simple, things which we actually ignore. I heard one of more statement. I will not come into it. That how to, check. And even if you don't want to, if you're from some religion and if they do not allow you to do pranam, yes, then it's sufficient. Anyways, so what comes to my mind? Increasing oxygen level of the body. So if you increase the oxygen level inside your body, a lot of illness, lot of things can be controlled. Now, how to do that? Is it like doing some, what was that? Some politician was talking about taking the cow gobar and doing it. I don't know what was his logic, and I have not never read like this, so I would not comment much on it. And I will also say that I don't have that much of knowledge. But yes, I could understand that in ancient time we used to clean our houses by cow gobar, and it was like very decent. I have seen that at some places. I don't know what is the logic. A lot of good qualities are there, definitely in the cow's gobar, but it is not that it will cure your what do you say coronavirus, or it will save you from there. I think more research is required, and I would request all the people who are very close to the ancient text, because I don't have that all books, the original books. So they should actually find out. They will definitely get something from there. So people who have the exposure of these kind of books, they can have Vedas, Puranas, and all these the original scriptures. They can help us better. Number one, increase the oxygen inside your body. What I could see, even Mr. Baba Ramdev, he suggested to do pranam, which is right on. When you do pranam, when you do Anulom Vilom, when you do Kapal Bharati, any of the exercise, these are exercises which increase the oxygen level inside your body. Second, what you can do some yoga, and better you should consult with some of your good yoga teacher who can guide you how to increase more and more oxygen inside the body. Even when you go for weight reduction, the basic fundamental working behind is to increase the oxygen level inside the body, right? Obviously, if the oxygen level is increased, it will have a better flow. A lot of, you can just go back and read a lot of good benefits which can have because of the increase of oxygen inside the body. You need to choose how to do that. You can go to a gym, you can do yoga, you can do pranayam, Anulom Vilom, and all these things. You can have some good plants which creates a lot of oxygen inside the indoor plants, basically inside your room. This is what I feel, and some people who are scientific, some people who are doctors, people who are more into these things, Ayurveda and yoga, they can suggest better than me. So one, I say this. Second is to eat fruits, to eat vegetable or fruits, whatever it is, which has more antioxidant qualities, which can clean the toxin inside your body. If your body toxin is cleaned, your immune system, your walkability of your body will be better. Because see, all this virus, bacteria, and whatever we think of, even when we talk about cancer, the day your immunity system goes down, the day you are ill. You may have a lot of, all of us, I'm not saying you, every one of us. We have cancer cells, we have, bacteria, we have cirrhosis, everything is inside the body. If some things are not there, like some of the virus and all, influenza, diarrhea, whatever it is, everything is around us. It is not that you are living a separate world and these things are not around. It is around. But you would see a lot of people with a lot of outbreaks, they don't get impacted. Why? Because they have a better immune system. And trust me, India has a better one than entire world. So removing toxins from your body, that's the second option to create that kind of a betterment for your body, and it can resist the virus. So apart from what government guidelines say, these are some of the inputs which I can think of. The third can be take food or do exercise. Even if you go gym, whatever you do, walk, run, swimming, I will not say as of now. So create that kind of immunity, increase your immunity in the body so that it can resist the viruses coming to you. Okay, well, that is from the normal perspective which you people know. Maintain hygiene, be aware, and keep people, even create that kind of awareness among your employees, among your family, among your friends, so that we can get saved from this virus, coronavirus. Now let's talk from the astrological point of view. Again, please do not come in any kind of myth, because my purpose is absolutely not to get you in any kind of myth. There are some sculptures, some technology, some science, because of which I'm talking about it, and you would have seen my predictions, my guidance to people, and it is mostly on more technical than coming into any kind of myth. So now there are some set of ages for which I would say, so being careful, and being careful is for everybody. But there are some people who have very good, strong immunity system. So we say they have very good immunity system, but astrologically, it is very clear in their charts that why, because of which planet the immunity system is very, very strong. This person would not fall ill. This person, even if the person falls ill, it will immediately recover. And I can not challenge or bet anything, but anyone who has taken consultation from me, they can vouch for it. That what I am saying, there are people who hardly any time they get into any kind of disease or illness. That is very clear in the chart. I tell that you will never fall ill. They say, yes sir, I never, this is the best thing I have. I say that even if it comes in, it's like repairable. That is in their chart, right? So based on my experience, and it is not, I would say, not written anywhere, but based on my experience, I am suggesting some of the ages, and that will be running age. People should be very careful. Okay. So for example, let me start with the higher age first. So people who are at the age of 77, 79, 71, or let me just go beyond that. The highest to lowest I will come. So people who are at the age of 83, okay, I have written a lot of things, so I'm sorry. I'll come one by one. So people who are at the age of 83, obviously they have less immune system, so they are more prone to it. 83, 71, 60, 48, 36, 24. So I will repeat once again: 83, 71, 60, 48, 36, 24 and 12. These are the ages who can get impacted. It is not that they will get impacted, because there would be some good planets in their chart, or there would be some transit which can help and support that they should not come to them. But they are more susceptible for the disease elements and the illness what is going on. And I always say it cannot be like every time, because this outbreak is there. So people should, these ages, running ages, should be more careful. The second most important is, and because now the ages which I'm going to talk about, it is not only that they may fall ill. The problem here is that because of this illness, if their planetary positions are not that great or supporting, because of this illness, like for example, if they get attacked from the coronavirus, even if it is over, they will have long-term suffering, and they may get into a situation when, because of this coronavirus, their other immunity system gets weakened. The vulnerability may come there, and because of which they may encounter towards a permanent disease going for the entire life now. So that is the reason I'm saying these people needs to be very careful. So one set of ages I have told you. The second set of ages are 79, 67, 56, 44, 32, 20 and 8th year. So I will repeat once again: 79, 67, 56, 56, 44, 32, 20 and 8. These are the running year, and obviously that is from your birthday to birthday. So people who are running from these ages, who are already in these ages, should be extra careful. because this short-term illness can create a permanent disease for the entire life, or it will have a long, like it can become a chronic. Some of your body issues were already there, this came in, impacted, went off, but because of this you may have a permanent disease, any kind of chronic disease. So this was the second. The third set of people, people who are at the age of, so this is the third set of people, 77, 66, 54, 42, 30, 18 and 6. Let me repeat once again. 77th year running, 66th year running, 54th year running, 42nd year running, 30th year running, 18th year running and 6th year running. Again, for these people, again it's a thing which for them it may come for a very temporary phase, and I would not say that these ages will have a permanent issues, but this is like it will come for a temporary time. But they are again susceptible. So maybe that these ages people get infected and they get cured very easily, or for some time it's okay and there is no major problem post the disease even. However, the point here is that they may infect others as well. So they also need to be extra careful, because the chances of getting these ages getting into trouble are higher than others. Apart from this, so you can go back and check your charts. In case if you have a combination of Saturn Ketu in your first house, I'm just giving because this is a situation when it creates the lack of pleasure. Okay, so in case if you have Saturn and Ketu in your first house, it can be a situation because of which, and for example these ages which I talked about. So for example, these both combination combines in, I would say there are very, very high chances of getting into such kind of illness. You may get encountered towards these kind of disease or illness or any kind of influenza. The second can be, in case if your Saturn and Ketu is in your 6th house. So first house, 6th house, 8th house, or in your 12th house. Again, higher chances of getting into any kind of illness. Now, because as of now we are talking about coronavirus, so I'm saying these people to be more careful, right? Apart from this, even if they do not get impacted from these diseases, there would be some of the other situation which can create such health issues. So I'm just saying to be very careful. Now, other part is some of the good things, like somebody who has a Jupiter in their first house or 5th house or 9th house, they can, because Jupiter is oxygen karak, it's a Jeev karak. It is said the karaka for Jeev. So it can benefit you. Somebody who has first 5 or 9 Jupiter, they should try yoga, practice, whatever they want to do, right? They will be able to manifest themselves into a right direction and will be healthy. Now, there will be some people who have, for example, Ketu in their 8th house. They already know how to tackle this situation. They don't need any guidance. They just need to be silent and understand what to do in this situation, how to save themselves. They will be able to save, for sure. Okay. The second can be, I'm just giving some of the examples because you can understand. So there are a lot of things, I cannot explain everything. For example, if Saturn Ketu comes in your 7th house, for example, it may be that because of which your spouse can get into same kind of issues running towards that particular age, or you yourself may feel very bad because of your wife not well. So several factors are there. I cannot explain all the factors. That is the reason I came up with some particular age groups who need to be more and more careful. And for example, Saturn comes in your first house in the transit, or it is already placed there and you're running through a Saturn Mahadasha, right? That can be one of the factors because of which you'll be feeling a lot of like pain in the body, or feeling very low. When you feel low, you may get into breathing less, illness is coming in, and then you may feel lethargic. The disease can impact you. So a lot of factors are there. It's very interesting. The science is very interesting. Like Saturn in sixth house, for example. So you may have some of the other issues in your stomach, and this is the time when it can impact you badly. So if you have a habit of eating outside, if you have you're very eager for junk foods, this is a time when it can impact and reduce the immunity inside the body. It may generate a lot of gases, and it can create problem. It will restrict the oxygen, right? And you will fall ill. It's very, very simple. The immunity system will go down, toxin will increase because of Saturn being in your sixth house. Your stomach will start being upset. So what all these indicates? This all will be eventually, making you into a problematic situation towards your health issues. So these are the things which I wanted to discuss. And please do not go into the attire, people who have a very good attire of yogi or cholas and these things, and suggesting to have dunk of cow and I don't know what all they suggest. So please don't get into it. Just very simple precautions. Take all the precautions given by the government, and see if you can take my guidance as well for the ages which I suggested. Please be a little careful. Nothing else you need to do. Increase oxygen, I have already said that. Kapalbhati, yoga, pranam, alom vilom, whatever you can do, run, gymming, wearing mask. So all these things, using that sanitizer. Do these things and be more and more aware, create more and more awareness to fight with the outbreak of coronavirus. And please stay away from fear, any kind of myth, any kind of dramas, any kind of media blasters of something big happened. Nothing big happened as of now. And we are Indians. Trust me, we have far better immunity inside ourselves. On a lighter note, khate hai na pani puri. We go and eat the pani puri near the most dirty place. So what is happening? That's not right. But what's happening? And we are creating more antibodies inside ourselves. The power of resistance is more in us. So trust me, nothing big is gonna happen. I already predicted that post-August 2019, the country will go through a lot of problems. And this was before election. So whomsoever becomes the Prime Minister of the country, no matter it is Modi or Rahul Gandhi or whomsoever, right? They have to tackle very tough situations. And this will remain till August 2020. From financial perspective, 2020 last quarter, when the financial conditions of the country, the revenue, the GDP, PDP, whatever we talk about, that will start improving. So a lot of prediction I will come later. And I also predicted at one place on Facebook that till April, there are massive chances of, I said that I would not say what I want to say, but there will be a lot of problem across the world. I was expecting some kind of world war kind of situation or war even, which happened very small. But this coronavirus is more than a nuclear war, more than a war. It is, I mean to say, it is not less than a war, right? So just take this guidance if you can, and try and share my videos, subscribe the video, try and share, subscribe, so that more and more people can take the, be aware of these factors, and they can save themselves and their family members from coronavirus. That's all, friend. Please, you can check the years which I have written and see who all are there in your family or your friends, and ask them to be a little more careful. So there are differences. Some people can be careful, like we all are, but there are some people who need to be more and more careful. These are those ages who need to be more careful. And please, do not come in any kind of fear. You may have a far better planet which can tackle all these things. So that is the reason I am repeating again, because I will start getting message. Lot of messages I will be getting. Sir, I am 42. Sir, I am 6. I am 54. Sir, I am 79. So is that over? Am I going to die? Am I going to get infected? But nonsense. It is not. I am just saying to be more and more careful. So some people can avoid some of the factors, but you cannot, right? And these are the energies which is coming to you. I'm just trying to manifest, telling them that yes, I'm aware that this situation may happen with me, and if I'm aware, I'll be more careful. And that is what I want from you people. Okay, that's all, friends. Thank you for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Keep watching, sharing, and making people aware about this particular video, so that they can get some benefits out of it. Thank you.